Welcome to MIDAS tutorials. This tutorial assumes you've successfully installed MIDAS and are logging in for the very first time. So we're going to guide you through what you'll see and then show you how to set up your venues and initial booking types. So once installation is complete, you'll be transferred to your MIDAS login screen, which will look like this. Enter your username and password that you set up during the installation process. Remember, these are case sensitive. And then select the language you wish to use MIDAS in. For the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to stick with English. If you'd like MIDAS to remember your username and password on the computer you're using, select the Remember Me box. Of course, if you're using a shared computer to which others have access, we'd recommend not selecting this option. Now we're ready to log in. When you first log in, you'll see a screen like this. The screen is split up into a number of sections. In the top left is the calendar. This is used to select different dates to view bookings for those dates. Beneath that is an information panel. When bookings are shown, hovering over a booking will present additional information in this box about the booking and about the client. To the right of the calendar is an indication of the current date. Beneath that, it tells us who's logged in this case tutorial admin. We can log out of MIDAS at any time by clicking the Log Out link. We can change our password at any time by clicking the Change Password link. And if we'd like any help at any point, clicking the Help link will show us help on whatever it is we're currently doing. Beneath all this is the main booking display grid. This will show us all our bookings for the particular date we've selected. Venues will be listed vertically, with times listed horizontally. In the top right are a number of toolbar icons. The functions of these will be explained in later tutorials, but to give you a brief overview, this button here is used to add new bookings. The next button along is used to approve pending booking requests. The third button will show you any messages other users have sent you. It will also allow you to watch venues for bookings and set alerts and reminders. The fourth icon shows us a search facility to allow us to search through our bookings or clients. The fifth icon is a recent activity log. This will list all recent activity by yourself and other users so you can keep track of what's been happening with your MIDAS. Next along is a statistics button. This will generate statistics about your bookings and your clients. You can then print out your bookings, generate and view invoices, configure MIDAS settings, and finally print emergency evacuation data. Beneath these icons is a drop-down which allows you to filter which venues are shown in the main display. So next we need to add our venues. We click the Add Venue link, and in this tutorial we're going to add 3 venues. First venue we're going to call Room 1. This field here allows us to set a capacity for that venue. This is a total number of people that room can accommodate. If you try and book a room for more than the capacity, MIDAS will inform you that it's not possible. So we're going to say that the capacity of Room 1 is 10 people. And then we click Save Changes. Our venue now appears in the venue list. So we'll add another venue, Room 2, and the capacity of this one is for 15 people. Save Changes. And finally, Room 3 for 20 people. Now, before we click Save Changes on this one, we're going to show you what some of these other tabs do. The Hours tab allows us to specify the hours of operation for room 3. Green indicates it's available 24 hours a day, so we could book that room at any time. If we click the closed checkbox, room 3 is now not available for booking on Saturday or Sunday. If we only want room 3 to be available during normal office hours on weekdays, for example 9 till 5, we can select these times from the drop downs. The next tab is the Rates tab. This allows us to set higher rates for room 3 for each day and specify whether those rates are charged by the hour or on a day rate. Finally, the Groups tab allows us to group venues together. So if we have a lot of venues in MIDAS, for example, if you're running a sports complex, you might wish to group all your outdoor facilities in one group and all your indoor facilities in one group. These groups will then appear in this view drop down, and selecting a particular group will just show you venues from that group. So we're going to click Save Changes to save room 3, and we now have 3 venues in MIDAS. To return to the main booking display, we just click Today in the calendar to take us back to today's date. The next thing we need to add are booking types. Booking types allow us to group similar types of bookings together and colour code them so they're more easily visually distinguishable in the booking grid. So we'll create a few types here. We're going to create one called internal. So if it's an internal booking, obviously one that you wouldn't charge for another member of staff. And we'll set that as yellow. We'll do a booking type called corporate. And we'll make the colour of that one green. And finally, community for community bookings. And we'll make the colour of that one pink. Again, to return to our main display, click Today. We can now see our 3 venues here, room 1, room 2 and room 3. And because the current date today is a Friday, if you remember we set the operating hours for room 3 to only be available between 9 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. The rest of the time, as you can see, it becomes unavailable. In the next tutorial, we'll show you how to add bookings.